Hello, everyone. Welcome to Daily Grace with Pastor James. So glad you are joining me. Today, we have a special edition of Daily Grace. And with me, it's a wonderful lady, Adeyinka Alaseyori.
Hi, everybody. How
Hallelujah.
you doing? Happy first Sunday to everyone.
Yes, and happy New Year. Yes. Yinka, thank you so much
Thank you
for
so much,
coming
Daddy,
to
for having
fellowship
us.
with us. And I know a lot of people follow you, especially on Instagram. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Adeyinka Alaseyori, like I used to say, Omotori Anulagba, the child that has obtained mercy, the graced one. So I'm here today and I'm excited because grace has brought us this far.
Wonderful. And yes, I know that is a humble way of introducing yourself, but that's still okay. And when we look at you, the way you carry yourself, the way you do things, there's humility, and yet there is fame. Some people might think you just got there. How did you get to where you are today?
It's just grace, mercy, because I wouldn't want to ascribe it to hard work. If I'm to say it's hard work, a lot of people work harder than I do, and they are not here. If I should say it's because of the talent, so many got so many talents, and they are not here. I don't have a music background. It's just because mercy has chosen me. God has just decided to make me his mouthpiece all over the world and make me known. So for that, I have to add humility to the fame because I did not just get here by my power, by my might. It's just by his grace. So of course, there are one or two things you do. Being devoted to God's work, love him, don't expect anything in return. Just love him for who he is. Thank him for who he is and not for what he has done. And you see him lifting you. He will just keep taking you higher. You find delight in you. He will just be delighted in lifting you just because you love him. And I know that's why we are here.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And in case our audience did not get, I think there are some nuggets you have just dropped now. And one of the things I've just picked is service. Service in the house of God. Most people don't want to serve. Like I said in the previous episode, one of my mentors, a famous guy, told me, he said, look, if you want to make it in life, look for your passion. And your passion is that thing where you are happy to do, whether you are paid for it or not. That you will do that thing, you will perfect your skill in that thing, and people will start looking for you. And I've held on to that advice so much. If you really want to make it, start with the talent God has given you in his house. Serve. Don't look at anybody when you are serving. If others are not even serving the way you are serving, that's okay. You just go on serving. One day, God will recognize you through a man.
True.
And that is where you now blow up, and people will say, oh, what happened? I've been doing this more than this person. It's humility, it's service, the heart of service. Thank you so much, for that nugget that you have given to us. You have come to Solid Rock for the first time. What has been your experience in Solid Rock?
Acceptance. There is joy in the atmosphere. People are welcoming, you see it as a home. It's a place to be. If you're in Derby, it's environment. RCCG Solid Rock is a place to be. It's a home for many. It's an abode for so many people. So it's somewhere you can call, it's a comfort that you get here in the presence of God. You come into God's presence, nobody's looking down at you. Everybody's ready to welcome you with a smile. And that's home for you, that's family. So the presence of God was heavy. We enjoyed the presence of God. The power of God was everywhere. And everybody was ready to give thanks to God. So
wonderful.
RCCG.
Thank you
solid rock.
Thank you so much for
Thank
that
you.
kind words. We so much appreciate
And
you.
Daddy, thank you for the gifts. We got a lot of gifts for myself and for my husband. I'm like, Daddy, I'm just giving this guy. Oh. I'm the one that came to sing. Oh. But, there's for my husband, there's for me. Thank you so much. I
We thank
appreciate it.
God. We thank God. We thank God. Let's just go back a little bit to your ministration. See, sometimes when we look at you, it's like you do this ministration effortlessly. It's like it just flows from one to the other. How do you manage that?
I just think it's God. He would have gone ahead of me before I appear. For every time I want to step out, he step up the game before I get there. So it make it easy. I just flow in what a perfected work of ease. So when I was invited, they told me it was just going to be English. I said, no problem now. Because they know me to sing Yoruba, but I feel like no problem, I can do English all the way, even if it's for 2 hours. And yeah, when we started, my husband was like, you cope, don't worry. Because I step into the perfected work of God, and I know that He's got me every time.
Awesome, awesome. I like that, and I know that we just have a few time. How do you? Let's just quickly go to personal now. How do you manage this? You're being called everywhere. Sometimes you minister 7 days a week. How do you manage that with your family life?
I've got a good husband. He's supportive and he understands that this is life for me. He told Pastor already that this is what she's born to do. If she's not doing it, it's as if you are killing her. So let her just go and do it. Because if she's not doing it, the whole house will not be at peace. They will not sleep. I would use that praise and worship that you don't want me to go and sing outside to disturb all of you. So nobody is watching movie, nobody is doing anything, it's prayer all the way. So they don't have a choice, they just want me to live fine. And I've got a supportive family. We've got our parents to look over the children, look after the children and our loved ones. And of course, it's just kudos to my husband. He's supportive. He's
wonderful.
Totally supportive.
Wonderful. That's good. That's good. So it's the man that was made for you
from
heaven.
You, because so many things behind the
Praise the Lord. Okay, so another thing I want you to do now is we have people in the choir, we have people singing for the church. What is your advice for them when it comes to singing for God, worshiping and serving as a chorister?
Be consistent with what you do for God. Be devoted to Him. Even when nobody is watching, God is watching you. And He pays back. He does not hold any. I've seen Him. I've tasted Him. He has never hold anybody a dime. He will definitely pay you back, even when people are not watching. When I used to sing in the church, I used to be underground. I just used to sweep. As a choir, I sweep. I wash the chair. Then in Nigeria, we use plastic chairs and all of those things. We carry the chair and wash this. But as a singer, I'm not supposed to do all of those things, but I do all of those things because it's just service to God. It's just about loving God. It's just God. So anything that has to do with God, you do it diligently and as if you are getting paid for it, even if nobody's paying you for it.
Absolutely.
So for that reason, He's going to pay you back more than what more than what any man can give back to you. He's going to do that for you. So and that's why we are enjoying His grace today. Because those that are frontliner, we've got so many people there that will not even, when they see me wash the chair or sweep the floor, wash the toilet, they'll be like, it's just choir. You're not just singing, I'll do rehearsal and do all of those things. But now here today is paying off and I'm glad I did all of those things for God.
Big time. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Adeyinka, for your time with us and the little you have shared with us. I am sure it is going to really be rewarding to our people. You can watch it over and over again just to get each of the nuggets that Adeyinka has given to us. Once again, my name is Pastor James Egodibe and I'm Pastor RCCG Solid Rock Parish, Derby, 55 Woods Lane, DE22 3UD. Although we've been saying this particular address, but by the grace of God, we're going to move very soon.
Yes, so
And those that are staying in the market will no longer stay in the market or outside. So we'll be expecting you will have wonderful brethren here. We will welcome you with an open arms. Once again, Adeyinka, God bless you and thank you for coming.
thank you so much, Papa. God bless you, sir.